Yo guys, it's the Football Dan here for another episode of team selection for game week 33. And even though the game week isn't over, I think it's the right time to start looking at our options and see what we can do to strengthen our teams, get ahead of the game a little while everyone else is a little busy with the Super League protest. So let's just dig into it. And we've got my first team here. It's called Dhan Dhanadhan Goal. And those who get it, get it. Those who don't, I feel sorry for you. But yeah, I played my triple cap last week, which is still going on. And I don't think Harry Kane is going to play against Southampton because probably won't be risked before the EFL Cup final, the biggest day in Tottenham history. So that's that. But looking forward, I'm not really expecting too many points from Stones, to be honest. I just didn't want to miss out on a City clean sheet if they deliver it because everyone still has City players. But I think I'm going to get rid of him from the next game week onwards. And those are my two choices. It's Ait Nouri and Fofana. Karan, Pathare, what do you guys think of my selection here? Stones out and maybe one of these two in?
Fofana, yes, I can understand, but Ait Nouri for the long term, do you really think that he'll be starting all those games? I'm not so sure,
I
man.
think he will be starting those games because the reason I selected him was, first of all, everyone has Cody and everyone goes for size. So he might be he's a wing back, right? So he can bring that something special in my team as a differential. And if there is a threat, it's going to be probably from the flanks. I mean, I know Cody and Saiz might get onto the headers, but that's a rarity, right? So I just wanted to go for a bit of a differential, so that's why I thought of Aydnuri. And then, of course, Fofana, we know their fixtures. Same with Wolves. I just like the two fixtures for both these teams. And that's my thought. I mean, I haven't really put so much thought behind the players per se. I would have taken any players in those teams in my price range. So yeah, pretty much think the fixtures favor these two, and I'm a bit confused between these two. But Hare, what are your thoughts on that?
So definitely I'm worried about like Karan said, Ait Nouri only because we don't know how he is. I would prefer going for Connor Cody or Semedo if you want to go for a Wolves player. They're in the similar price range. In fact, Connor Cody is cheaper.
Yeah.
And what do you think about either like moving out Son or Kane for a single game week? Because like we discussed in the team selection, there's some couple of good Brighton players up for this game week.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I do have a starting 11 for the next game week, which is a big thing considering many of the teams are gonna have to shift a lot of things around, and I would probably not even make this change. But as you can see, I have Phillips here, who's injured, so I need to make a move. I was gonna start him, but that's something that I just can't do anyway. So yeah, so that's why I'm thinking I should just get rid of a defender and not meddle with my forward lines as of now. And anyway, Kane, you cannot remove Kane. We all have Kane. We know what the value just keeps going up every week. So it's very difficult to bring him back in. So Kane is not even a thought. Son maybe in the future, but I'm just concentrating on the next game week for now.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. You really don't want to ship out a player for 1 week if you're planning to get him back again. You can probably use, that's the whole point of having substitutes, right? That you get to use them when your main players are not playing for any reason, right? So I think that's a good move. So you're talking about getting one of these two, right? Not both of them, just one of these two.
Yeah, one of these two for Stones because I just don't want to be a victim of play anymore, especially towards the end of the season. We know he's going to play in the Champions League. We know he's going to win the league very soon. So, there's no point in trying to gamble on that clean sheet when you can actually see some good fixtures in these other teams. So yeah, that's about my team for this game week. Why don't we move on to here we go again?
Yeah, as you can see, guys, I have 5 players who are probably not going to play. With Kevin De Bruyne.
Management. That's called poor management.
I mean, I can't help it if they get injured, man. Kane got injured, De Bruyne got injured, Antonio got injured. All these players got injured. Phillips has a hamstring injury. Rafinha.
Regardless, right? Because the next game week is a blank for them, so don't blame them on the injury.
I mean, they just got their injuries, whatever. Either way, except for Antonio. So I'm planning to ship out Antonio and De Bruyne this week. The reason being Antonio is definitely out for the season, and De Bruyne is mostly out for the next game week at least. But then again, I don't trust the Pep Rule, so I'm gonna ship these two out for Vardy and Greenwood. Now, the reason I'm getting Greenwood is that Martial is injured, and Vardy, Vardy is just Vardy, and Madison is back in for Leicester. So I think that will shift his role from someone who's going to assist those goals to actually scoring them. And I feel that
Do you think
Chris.
there's a chance? There's a chance that Iheanacho stops starting for Leicester.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility.
I don't think so, really, man. If there's a possibility, I think he might be the number one striker very briefly, but he might just be the number one striker at Leicester right now because he again scored a goal in the FA Cup semis. So we all know his importance. So I think when you're going with Vardy, you are probably going against the masses, even though it is a thing where, going with Vardy doesn't sound like going against people.
Yeah.
But in this case, it kind of is.
Yeah.
So I think that is kind of a bold move because also you're paying like a 4 million premium on Vardy.
Yep.
So why haven't you considered Iheanacho here?
The only reason I've not considered Iheanacho, like you said, a lot of people have actually already gone for Iheanacho, and right now I am lagging behind in the league and I'm looking for a differential. I kind of hope that Patari doesn't bring him in to, ruin my chances.
See, I already have him in.
Oh,
Okay,
damn.
so sorry for the video. There's some technical issue, so I switched it off. But so about your differential choices, what I'm saying is you already missed out on Lingard because you got in Bowen. Now you didn't even get Nacho last game week, and you plan on getting Vardy.
Well,
So,
honestly, if you go to see, I did bring in Trent. He did give a assist. He did give 3 bonus points. So my differential did work in my favor. Bowen gave me an assist. He didn't score a goal, but that's all right. I mean, I'm not cribbing about it. I still got more points than you this game week, so that says a
yeah,
lot.
but my players are about to play.
These two players in?
Yeah, both these players in Greenwood and Vardy for Antonio and De Bruyne. I'm also trying to strengthen my bench here because I still have my bench boost left to play. So sometime soon I'm gonna play that too. Either way, moving on, let's look at the third team we have here. Patare.
And there's a copycat
So-
right there. I don't know which one is copying the other, but considering both are United fans, it's a high possibility that you all think alike.
Okay, so Greenwood was actually part of our team selection, and we saw his game also. So I was definitely impressed by it, and he's actually been ever since that game, he's been on my watch list. So definitely, I'm planning to bring these two players in. Only the thing is that if Kane is out for a long time, then instead of bringing in two midfielders, I will probably swap out Kane and get in Mope instead of either one of these midfielders.
I really doubt Kane is out for the long term. So we're gonna have to sit back and wait on that one. But guys, are we being a bit reactionary by thinking Greenwood can suddenly come in and do the job after he's got a pretty good game? Because there's still no guarantee that Greenwood is gonna start. You don't know when Cavani could start over him. You don't know what kind of tactics this guy goes for, because we can see that in the past few games, Rashford has been playing off the right. You've got Pogba on the left, you've got Bruno in the middle, and then Cavani goes up top. So is there a risk that you are taking by getting Greenwood in?
Definitely, there is a little bit of risk that you are taking with Greenwood in, but his form makes him hard to drop right now. That's what I feel. And even if he doesn't start, he is an impact sub. He won't give you 2 points for playing the entire game if he doesn't start. But what he does offer is shots on goal and chances created. So I feel he's a good pick if you're looking for like a fourth or a fifth midfielder for your team, and that's one of the reasons I've actually gone for him. And he's at a reasonable price, right? Playing for a good club.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he's pretty good. His past 3 games have especially been pretty good. Like he's got 6, 11 and 15 points. So yeah, he is on a roll. We can't deny that. But I have a fear, just like Jota, when he started performing, everyone started getting him in, and then suddenly we see a dip. So I don't want that FPL jinx to fall upon Greenwood.
Since we are back to Jota, I would like to intervene because I don't think we've seen a dip in form as such. Okay, it's just like one game which he's not scored, and we saw him perform pretty well in that game as well. So, we can definitely see and maybe hope that Greenwood can also continue the same form.
Amber, do you think that Rohit is secretly a Liverpool fan?
No.
No, he's probably not a Liverpool fan, but I have his doubts over allegiances towards Jota, and I can see maybe if the Super League did go through, we could see a bit of a disparity in his interest. But okay, as long as they're in the Premier League, I think he's going to support United. But let's just quickly discuss Trossard here as well. So Trossard, that's a bold move, Pathare.
Yep. So, okay, in his past 5 game weeks, he scored 2 goals. He's given 1 assist. And we've discussed this in the team selection as well. So, Brighton are actually scoring less than they should, what is expected from that team. So, with the easy fixture like Sheffield, who concede at least 2 goals every game, definitely these 2 people, Trossard and Mope, are the ones to target, I feel.
Yeah,
Okay. And is he someone that you're getting in just for this game week, or he may stay in your team a bit longer?
I feel it's mainly for this game week, but he might stay for a couple of game weeks more. But that's it. He's not going to stay till the end of the season.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So before we wrap this up, I just wanted to ask you guys, what chips do you still have in the bank, and when do you plan on using them?
Okay, so I have I just played my triple captain. Let's see what happens in the Southampton game. But I still have, of course, my only chip that I have is bench boost, and I'm probably gonna save it for a good game week. And you know what? It's not even like a good game week, because by the time you reach towards the end of the season, you never know what's gonna happen. Academy players start coming in, and there's nothing to play for most of the teams. So it has to be sooner rather than later, in my opinion. So I think within the next 2 game weeks, before things are decided, 2 or 3 game weeks before things are decided in the Premier League, I am looking to play my chip.
What about you, Rohit?
I have the triple captain, and I'm just waiting for some good double game week fixtures. I want to see what the schedule will be like and play it. Probably, I think game week 35, 36 usually has double game weeks.
I mean, this was probably your best chance to captain a player with 2 easy game weeks as his double game week.
Yeah, but then Kane was injured, so
he still scored 2 goals. But okay, we'll wait.
That's it.
So that's it. Come on, man. That's a successful triple cap.
For people like Kane, 2 goals is like a weekly thing. I mean,
honestly, game. I mean, he still has another game to play. If he plays that game, even if he gives a goal and an assist, he don't cross the 20 mark.
So if he plays, if he doesn't play, then it's a waste of a triple cap.
I don't think it's a waste at all. In my opinion, 2 goals in a double game week is pretty good returns. You're just being sour about it. But either way, talking about my chip, just like Amber, I have my bench boost to play, and I'm planning to play it probably in game week 35. So I am trying to make a team for that, so that I can play my bench boost in game week 35. Because like Amber said, after that things get tricky. You don't really know who's gonna play, who's not gonna play. So might as well play it while people still have something to fight for. Is there anything you'd like to add, Amber?
I think that's probably all from me. And guys, the Super League, man, we were so close. We were so close. But yeah, we're going to continue that discussion. So stay tuned for that. Till then, just like, subscribe, and keep watching.